Alright, and we are live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to something completely different than our usual fare. But as usual, I am your host and GM Working Class Werewolf, and tonight we are going to switch things up and play one of my favorite new games, Hunter the Reckoning. Well, not really a new game, a new edition of a game, but either way. As usual, tonight we're joined by my wonderful friends and players. We have Himbo.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. I don't have anything for this yet. I don't have anything smart or funny. I'm new here. This is my first day, actually.
We have Nyx.
It's okay, Himbo. I'll make you a deal. If you show me a champion of light, I'll show you a herald of darkness.
And we will have Strider with us a little later.
You do have me. I'm
Oh,
here,
hey!
fashionably late as always.
I didn't
I
hear
would
you pop
argue
on because
fashionably
streamer
on
mode
time.
didn't tell me. I apologize.
Oh no, I snuck on hardcore, and then I tagged Frey.
Fair
Frey
enough.
is ill.
Oh baby, I'm
Frey
gonna
is
go.
a sick boy.
Yeah. So, we will not be having Frey tonight, unfortunately. But, we actually do have a newcomer to our table. Feel free to introduce yourself.
Well, howdy, hey, my name is Shay, and I don't honestly know what to say at this point.
All three of those rhymed. That was incredible.
That's fine, honestly.
She wins. Everybody
Yeah.
go home.
Alright, so yeah, this is Hunter the Reckoning, a game within the World of Darkness line, much akin to Vampire the Masquerade, only instead of playing as vampires, we are playing as people hunting vampires and other monsters that stalk the night or the day. We're not picky. But
I mean,
Mhm.
that there can be things that we can be picky about.
fair enough. But, yeah, so, for a little bit of context before we get started, this is, going to be, this started out as just sort of like a, pet project between myself, Nyx, Shiloh, and Shay. Is just something to do in a way to test out a new system and, run some characters we'd been, wanting to, try out for a while. And then we ended up liking the game so much that we wanted to do more and more of it, so now we're doing more and more of it. And we're going to be continuing this game from a couple of our sessions, which were not recorded because they were in person and off the cuff, but they can easily be just alluded to and described in the background as lore as we get the story proper set and established. So, yeah, in that case, are we all ready to begin?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Let's give it a shot.
Excellent, then in that case, before we get started, however,
Sorry, I had to take drugs.
what say we actually get everyone acquainted with, the characters that they'll be, meeting tonight, shall we?
Well, who wanted to go first?
It has been 100 years since the impact of Grand
You
Prix.
shut up.
That's not this week. We'll be back to Pokemon next week, by the way. This is going to be a new thing that we're going to be starting up once a month at the end of every month to get some variety into the stream, you know?
There you go.
But yeah, so in that case, you know what? I am just going to pick someone at random to start. Nyx, tell us about your character.
Alright, so my character is like the stunning, stylish, and savvy Barbie Jeffries. She is a hunter because she looks up to her icon, the great and wonderful Buffy Summers, and was totally inspired by her works and her lore and her fantasies and wants to be just like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I don't even know if Summers was Buffy's actual last name. I think I mixed that up. Anyway, so I am basically the stylist and the face of the group. If you ever need any sort of social handout, I will be the one to handle everything. And with me is my adorable puppy, the bestest girl ever. She is a pure breed Tibetan Mastiff, and she is my bestest little girl. Her name is Duchess.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
And she is my baby who comes with me on all of my adventures.
Amazing.
By the way, her last name is Summers.
Oh, good, I was right.
Totally didn't just Google it.
Thank you for doing it for me.
You're welcome.
Fake geek avoided. All right, and then we'll go on to Strider. Tell us about your character.
Oh, okay. Suddenly forgot my character's whole name because I'm a genius. My character is Malachi Campbell. He is a deaf author. His ambition is to learn the truth about the supernatural world and shares the slightly unpopular opinion that not all supernatural are evil.
Also, for the sake of clarity, you said deaf author, correct? As in can't hear?
Correct.
Okay.
Death Author!
Correct. He cannot hear, but he can read lips and use sign language. And since we are not on stream or whatever, like we can't see anything, I will actually be saying it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ruin the immersion for all of you.
I mean, wouldn't it be cool to actually meet someone who did write death, like, books for a living?
I don't know. I don't want to meet like Light Yagami. I'm sorry.
The original death author.
Well,
All right. And I believe he also has an assistant to help him out in communication and other matters named
Yes,
Agatha, correct?
Yep, I have a retainer who is my assistant and my interpreter and close. Her name is Agatha.
All right.
She keeps him in line.
Does she have a last name?
I can't pronounce it.
Harkness.
No, I thought it was a Borgnine.
No, yeah. Borgnine, yeah.
Borgnine.
I believe the Harkness was a joke or something.
Yeah.
It was.
Yep.
I'm like, you know, bourgeoisie. That's your last name.
Racing notes. Just shit, Harkness. No.
All right. And Shay, tell us about your character.
Well, I was not expecting this. Okay.
Oh, did you ever give Himbo the message?
Well,
No,
Okay,
that was refused. So you have to tell me.
Okay, I will after this.
I was disrespected in public.
not in public.
Okay, so you're not denying disrespect, just the venue. Thank you.
Let's Shay introduce her character.
Well, anyways, as I was saying, I forgot how to do this sort of thing, quite honestly.
You're doing amazing.
Thank you. Well, hi, my name is Stella Vagabond. I am a huntress. My computer is starting to die on me.
Okay, so there's this thing called, like, a charger.
It's on the charger. It's just not working.
But
Anyways, I am a hunter. I have a daughter in the hospital that is in a coma, and I fight for fight for her safety every single day while riding a very cool motorcycle.
Very nice, very nice. Ignore the map.
Oh, I'm not gonna ignore that.
Should I say her age and everything like that too?
You can if you want to.
Well,
You don't
her
have to.
age is. Oh, okay. Well, her age is 32, but she looks 25, and she's just, she very pretty, very, very pretty.
Hey, don't apologize for killing it, girl.
Hell yeah. And with that, Himbo, introduce us to your character, if you please.
Okay, so my character has been a resident of Cherry Grove for going on nearly 20 years now. His name is Arya, and he was formerly the principal of the high school in Cherry Grove for that period of time. He's lived in Wisconsin for his entire life. Before he was in Cherry Grove, he was a school counselor in a nearby town called Warren, and before that he got his master's degree and his bachelor's degree at a local university, the University of Madison. So, University of Wisconsin at Madison. Since then, he's gotten old enough that he's retired, and now he gets to spend most of his day not having to worry about work, which is very refreshing. He's, as said, retired, so he's just turned 61 recently.
Out here living the dream, I guess.
UW Madison? Fuck, man.
Well, alright then. So, with that out of the way, I suppose I'll give a little context to the story thus far. So, the Hunter team is a group based out of Chicago, belonging to a cell of hunters known as the Wild Hunt, led by a man named Conlon McAllister. Their operation runs out of a local small hole-in-the-wall bar, and they have recently been assigned a mission up in Wisconsin in the small forest town of Cherry Grove, where there has been a series of grisly incidents and disappearances that the local law enforcement are baffled as to the source, and from some investigations of reports, it is believed that there is the possibility of a supernatural element, and so the Hunter team is being sent forth to investigate. On the way, they encountered a brief sidetrack as they were as they encountered a family of woodside cultists of some kind, worshipping some sort of wild death god or figure, something like that. And they tried to lure the hunters in and off and basically kill them in a ritualistic sacrifice. But fortunately, they managed to escape, but only just by the skin of their teeth, which just goes to show just how dangerous this profession can be. But speaking of danger, we're about to embark on our first episode of the first story of this new chronicle. And we are going to do so as we open up to the small forest town of Cherry Grove, Wisconsin. Population 2,000.
We fixed the RV, right?
Yeah. Well, you fixed it well enough at this point.
You fix it.
Oh, right. I should also
Yeah, I
click
figured
on-
you did not lay a hand on it, thankfully.
Are you kidding with these nails?
Barbie, pull your weight.
Yeah, dude, the last time I tried, I chipped a nail and it got caught in the thing, and you wouldn't shut up about it.
Literally just gonna give you a look. And then, like, making motions for claws.
Anyway, as that is going on, we're going to fade over to the idyllic forest town of Cherry Grove, Wisconsin, population 2,000. Here, everyone knows their neighbor, and everyone knows one another. The community is very close-knit and supportive of one another. And, you'd be hard-pressed to find something more gorgeous and serene to settle down and start a family in this amazing and lush village. It is also known for its eponymous cherry orchard, which has given it the majority of its financial income over the years, as well as an entire culture centered around and celebrating the orchard and nature and the preservation of its beauty. However, despite the beauty on the surface, the town also has had whispers of some criminal elements in its shadows, but the locals don't like to talk much about it, and authorities will deny it. But in any sense, there are some things that have come to light that can't be denied or covered up, and it is shaking the very town to its core. As we pan over to the Cherry Grove Jewish Community Center. It's a warm summer evening, but unfortunately the warmth is not being felt as the cold chill of an eerie presence lingers over the town. As one of the local community leaders, Rabbi Miriam Cohen makes her way inside the community center in search of her colleague. Aria.
I'm here.
You were tasked with helping Miriam finish up some paperwork and clean up the community center before locking up for the night, while she went out to run some errands. Being a loyal and friendly sort, and with Rabbi Miriam being a highly respected and vaunted colleague, you, of course, agreed. And seeing that the task was simple enough, it felt that it was no trouble, and you've been working all day this long, what's a few more minutes?
Well, if the work is taken care of and finished before she gets back, then at that point I guess he's going to see to using his phone to try and look up some recent local news and things like that until she gets back.
Alright. You pull out your phone to try and look up some local news, but as usual, the signal is piddling, to say the least. So it's taking your phone forever to even pull up a single story. And at that moment, you hear the door open, and the click-clack of Miriam's heels as she makes her way into the community center.
Arya will stand up and put his phone away, brushing down his jacket, and look towards the noise.
You look up and see Miriam walking into the room, holding a copy of the local newspaper. A dying art, but one still living in this community at the very least. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be good news, as her expression is cold and serious.
Well, I was about to look up the news, but I can tell from your face it doesn't seem like I particularly want to.
Arya, there's been another incident. And then she will lay the newspaper on the table for you to read.
His face will fall a bit, hoping it's not what is anticipated, but after turning the newspaper his direction and taking a brief look over the headline, and then seeing the picture underneath the breaking news and starting to read the first line or two of the opening paragraph, his feelings are definitely confirmed.
Alright, you can feel free to read the article aloud in character if you wish, otherwise I will narrate it to the viewers and the rest of the table.
Breaking news, Cherry Grove, 27th December, 2023.
Actually, it would be July.
You literally put current date. You jack. What day is it?
Look, I just copy-pasted the thing. What the hell do you want from me?
The current date.
Say July 27th.
Yeah.
Alright. Ignore everything that just happened for the last 60 seconds. Cherry Grove, July 27th, 2023. A somber cloud hangs over the picturesque town of Cherry Grove as residents reel from the latest in a series of gruesome murder kidnappings that have plagued the community in recent months. I was hoping it wouldn't be this incident, but there's not much else that happens right now. He'll brush the newspaper and continue.
Mm-hmm.
The town, known for its idyllic surroundings and close-knit community, is now grappling with a series of crimes that have left families shattered and the community on edge. In the most recent incident, a family of 4 became the unfortunate victims of this heinous spree. The parents, whose identities are being withheld pending notification of extended family, were murdered in their own home. The details of the crime scene are too grisly to describe. Bit much for the news. And local law enforcement has urged the public to remain vigilant while they conduct a thorough investigation. What is particularly chilling about these crimes is the mysterious disappearance of the children from the affected families. In each case, the kids seem to vanish without a trace, leaving behind a community haunted by the unknown fate of the innocent victims. The Cherry Grove Police Department is working tirelessly to unravel the complexities of these crimes, and Chief William Lawson has assured the community that every resource is being dedicated to solving these heinous acts. Our hearts go out to the families affected by these tragedies. We will not rest until we bring those responsible to justice and ensure the safety of our community, Chief Lawson stated during the conference today. Local schools and community centers have organized grief counseling sessions to support those affected by the trauma. The town square, usually a hub of joy and celebration, is now transformed into a place of mourning, with candles and flowers placed in memories of the victim. The Cherry Grove Gazette encourages readers to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity to the authorities. In times of tragedy, the strength of a community is often revealed, and Cherry Grove stands united in the face of these dark times. As the investigation unfolds, we will continue to provide updates and support to our readers affected by this series of horrifying events. I was hoping for about anything but this kind of news, so I suppose it's hard for the day to get worse than this. Do we know who the family is, even though it hasn't been disclosed to the public?
Miriam nods. I do. I was just speaking with them. They're about as well as we can hope to be for the moment, but that's not saying much. People are starting to get really scared. Some of them
People
are...
would be scared after the first murder, but this isn't the first. How...
No.
Do we know how many we're up to at this point? I mean, not 4, maybe 2, hopefully 2 here, but
This
how
would be
many
the fourth incident like this, yes.
He's just kind of gonna close his eyes and recline in the chair because he's had a lot of difficult events to dealing with families and children in his past experience and his past work, but this is nothing that he'd had any training or preparation for, nothing like this.
I know that this is not news that you want to hear. Nobody does. But the fact is, people are getting scared and they're losing faith in not just God, but in their own community as well. And as figureheads of that community, it is our job to be there for them and reassure them and work to do everything we can to bring comfort, rest, and, if we can, justice. I just wish I knew what else I could do.
This is the 4th incident. How has Lawson not had some kind of lead to go on or something? Is there anything that we've heard? The incidents are similar. There's got to be something linking them.
There have been whispers and rumors amongst the town, but the police aren't saying much of anything. They're being as helpful as they usually are, she says with a obvious note of sarcasm in her voice, implying Cherry Grove's woefully underprepared to be as polite as a descriptor about their local law enforcement for something like this. And honestly, most incidents in Cherry Grove either go unsolved or end up with just ultimately a slap on the wrist.
Then again, before these incidents, there's not been too much of repute that's happened in Cherry Grove either. This is completely out of the ordinary.
Nothing's ever been this vicious in Cherry Grove either, but at the same time, people also would attribute a lot of the local excuses and leniency on crime to the various connections scattered about Cherry Grove's secret dark underbelly and the local gang scenes.
Well, if they haven't disclosed the names for these victims yet, we should. I just feel a bit helpless. If the police aren't doing anything to make headway here, then someone has to help out the people of Cherry Grove. If they're not going to do it, do we go to the state, to the county? Do we go higher up? I don't know.
If you think any of those will help, we'll do whatever we can. I'll trust you to take care of the official business. In the meantime, I'm going to work to rally the community together to see what we can do to put our heads together and find some sort of solution to this horror. I also need to make sure that we also need to make sure that people don't start panicking and jumping to conclusions. There's already whispers and rumors about town, a speculation on who could be responsible. It might be prudent for you to go and get people's thoughts to see if we can maybe sparse the truth from speculation. People are scared, but they're not stupid. They might have known something, and they might have seen something that the police didn't. Or wouldn't.
Well, they won't release the names of who it happened to. Can you tell me the neighborhood where it happened? Perhaps I can go by and speak with people.
By the family's request, I'm not at liberty to disclose their identities yet, but I will say the murder occurred just beside town square near the bakery. The Turner's Bakery. That might be a place you could start. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe see if you could get some information from the local morgue. Or maybe...
Arya nods and then taps the newspaper quickly. Mind if I keep this for, obviously, the work I'm about to start?
She nods. Please, get it out of my hair. I can't stand to look at that front page photo any longer.
He's going to make a quick note of the town square Turner's Bakery location to search, fold up the paper, and then slide it inside the breast pocket of the interior of his jacket.
Sorry to put all this on you at the last minute, but I just figured it was something that you ought to know. You've had a long day, and we can get started on this tomorrow if you're feeling too tired. In the meantime, I'll stay here and lock up.
Well, we'll finish things up here and I'll help you lock up, then make sure you get to your car and be on my way. There's still enough time at night here to perhaps go around and see what information I can find. Even go by the town square and pay my respects at the memorial.
She nods. All right.
So, what's left for us to finish?
Well, from the looks of things, you've pretty much tidied up everything else as per my request, so I guess all that really leaves is just making sure all the lights are off and all the doors and windows are locked. As she says that, you'll also notice her face sort of drop as she heaves a sigh. To think this used to be a town where you wouldn't have to do such things.
No, if it's all the same, I figure if it's people who are willing to kill parents and abduct children, they're probably not going to be stopped by a window or a door being locked or not. They've made worse decisions already than breaking and entering.
I don't know if that helps or just makes it worse.
A bit of both, unfortunately. Let's lock the place up. We don't want a common vandal to come through and take anything. And this is a community center. It's not the type of place that seems to have been targeted so far.
Right.
I'm gonna see what I can do about finding out information on the previous 3 incidents and see what I can find out about this 4th one. There's got to be something linking the families here. Something. Maybe where their children went to school, maybe a camp, maybe one of their parents they all work in the same company, something. There's got to be some link.
I'm sure. And I'm sure that you can find it. At that moment, you will hear your phone
No
screech.
pressure. The screech, okay. I thought it was a ringtone, but I'll fumble for it.
You see an unknown number calling you.
Well, he's just going to answer it.
All right. Good evening. Am I speaking to Rabbi Aryeh?
Just... Arya's fine. Whom's calling?
Apologies, yes. Hello, Arya. My name is Conlon McAllister. You don't know me, but I've been following your work for quite some time now. And I've noticed that we tend to work in similar obscure circles.
Municipal law?
Something along those lines, but it certainly involves bringing justice. With
He's
that,
gonna stand up from the
yeah.
table and kind of make his way more towards like a edge of the room or corner of the room, something a little bit further away.
As you do that, Miriam is going to just sort of like nod and excuse herself from the room as she makes her way over to her office. Are you alone, Arya?
I believe so. Who gave you this number? I don't particularly hand it out.
Someone who said that I could trust you. An old colleague of yours. I don't know all the details, he didn't provide them, but he said that darkness would be coming to your door soon and that you might need the help. And given the reports I've read about what's going on in your area, I believe I've ascertained what he might be referring to. And I think you and I both know that this isn't something that the local law enforcement could or even would be able to help with.
Oh, if anything, I hope the darkness has already come, and not that something worse is coming. It's already quite bad here.
Well, hopefully the agents I've sent should be able to brighten the darkness a bit and help you along in these dark times. You can expect them sometime this evening. They should already be on their way. They'll be traveling in a mobile home, and you'll recognize them. Actually, you might even be familiar with one of them. Tell me, are you familiar with the works of Malachi Campbell?
In passing, a kind of local scholar of some repute in occult circles in the area.
Well, as it happens, he and I are colleagues of sort, and he's agreed to help you look into this matter along with some of our own fellow colleagues.
And what is he getting out of it?
That's his business. But you and I also both know that this job isn't about gain or reward. It's about answering the call that no one else can.
Where do you wish for me to meet them?
A place too public might draw too much attention, but I also know they might need a place to... Well, actually, I suppose they do have the mobile home, so they could camp out at the edge of town as well, but that's probably not going to look too good for them either. You know the area better than I would, but...
How many people?
For the moment, I have only sent just the 3 of them. And a very large dog.
Oh, good. You mentioned Duchess.
No, I'm
So-
sorry. 4 people.
Why
Malachi
not?
has his assistant as well.
Oh, 5. Okay.
So,
I think I'd need to move some things around, but how long as well? I mean, until we get it fixed, I assume.
that was the idea. This would last as long as the investigation would take, but I think we can both agree that the sooner this is solved, the better.
Well, I'm assuming if your contact already gave you my information, then you already likely know where I reside. It's not especially hidden, so have them meet me there, and that can at least be temporary until something else is figured out arrangement-wise.
Really, all you'll need to do is find them a place to park their mobile home that won't draw too much negative attention, and the matter could likely resolve itself. But in any case, I appreciate your cooperation in this matter, Arya.
If we can do anything to prevent a 5th incident, then it's worth it.
Oh, God, it's already up to 4. I should have acted sooner.
Yeah, just hit the news today.
All right. I'll tell them to
How
step on
soon?
it then.
You said. Okay.
Hopefully you can
If you
expect
don't
them
have
within the
address
hour.
already, within the hour. Okay. I'll make it back to my place quickly, and I'll be sure to meet them soon.
Excellent. I'll leave the rest in your hands, and if you need anything, feel free to give me a call. And don't worry, this line is secure.
Hopefully the next call I give you will just say that we've gotten it taken care of.
Farewell, and know that the Wild Hunt is on your side, Arya. At the mention of the Wild Hunt, you are sparking a memory of some time you spent in Chicago, and some of the local hunters who would congregate at a local bar by that name. Perhaps you are familiar with this crowd. Maybe not personally, but at least by some association and reputation.
Has he hung up the line yet, by the way? Or is
Not
this
yet.
something that I realized while on the phone? Okay. Is there anything, mark or phrase that I could recognize them by?
I didn't give them one.
Does one of them have a nickname or a secret name that you wouldn't otherwise know?
I mean, Malachi's not exactly public about the name of his assistant all the time.
Has my character seen a pic? Are there, like, pictures of Malachi? Because Malachi seems like a very private person, so that may or may not be a thing.
He's done interviews, so if you've seen, like, you know, his interviews on,
Okay, so that's easy enough. You'd be able to recognize Malachi's face from seeing him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that'll work. If a random RV pulls up, you don't want to just go out there and be like, "Hey," and you don't want to know who's there, so you don't get murdered by carnival people.
Oh, yeah.
Nice RV, I'll tell you that. So if a random RV looking nice pulls
All
up,
right.
you're gonna be like, what?
And also, he'll say, and if Malachi's face isn't enough, look for the Marvi bearing the Tibetan Mastiff and its blonde, perky owner.
RV and a Tibetan Mastiff. Okay, that should be There should only be one of those in all of Wisconsin.
Farewell and good luck, Arya. And with that, the line will, go dead.
He's going to lock his phone. Actually, he's gonna put his phone in airplane mode. And then he's gonna lock his phone. Put that in his pocket, and then walk back towards Miriam's office.
All right. You will find Miriam just locking up her office door as she is about to step out. Oh. Arya. Arya, was there something else? Did the
Just
call go
making
well, I
sure that
suppose? Or I hope?
The call went just fine. I'm just making sure that we lock up and you get to your vehicle and everything will be safe. The type of things going on in this town right now would make me feel wrong if I didn't at least make sure you got to your car safely.
It's very kind of you, Arya, but don't worry. I can take care of myself.
Yeah, I was worried on Incident 2. This is 4. The worry is a bedfellow of mine now.
You poor man, you've already been through so much.
Come. Let's lock up the building. Get you to your car. Drive home. I'm driving back to mine. It's a bad night, and hopefully we can look at things fresh in the morning with new eyes.
Hopefully. And with that, we will jump over to the RV. Finally, after a long and taxing journey full of horror and shock and pulse-pounding excitement, at last the vehicle pulls up into Cherry Grove, Wisconsin.
Malachi is going to sign to the group. No more dying. No more almost dying.
Finally, are we there?
We are, Agatha says, as she gestures to the windows outside in the sprawling emerald green community whose color is fading as the sun gradually descends down in the distant sky.
Oh my god, this place looks so cute! Come here, Duchess, come take a look!
Boo. Duchess just sort of like smooshes her face against the window.
Duchess gets scritches as they just look at the pretty town. It's like, oh my god, it's like just out of a storybook.
She starts licking at the window as you scritch her.
Good girl.
Malachi, you watch as your windows get covered in dog slobber.
He's just gonna glare at it, like, just, you know, that's a problem to be taken care of when the beast is off the vehicle. There's no sense in cleaning it now. It'll just get dirty in another 5 minutes. You wait.
Okay, so we're here. Now what?
Alright, so...
That is a good question.
Because I mean, we got our car fixed, but like, now what?
I don't know what that is, Beckett, but whatever it is, it's amusing.
Listen, I didn't have an RV stock image on hand, so I'm using this. Deal with it.
It's still amazing.
Oh, it's like one of them skateboards that's got the hinge in the middle that you had when you were in high school.
I was not looking at the picture.
So, as you drive through the town, you will, Barbie will receive a text from Conlon asking if you have arrived yet.
Barbie is going to snap the most picturesque scene of Cherry Grove, and then snap another one with her and Duchess as a selfie doing the little V's, like, just arrived! With a little heart.
Oh, so many views on TikTok. You're popular.
Alright. As you arrive, Conlon will then, tell you that he's glad you arrived safely and promptly, and then provide you with, an address, assuming that, Arya gave it to, Conlon to send to his, hunters to meet him.
Arya did provide that under the idea that, you know, they would make their way
Yep.
there. If necessary, while figuring out a place nearby to stay at, they could stay at that location for a while until that was determined.
Then, yeah, he will send you an address to rendezvous with your contact, a local rabbi, right?
No, he's retired now. He was he was a high school principal. He was a counselor, then a high school principal.
Then a local man by the name of Arya.
Yeah, he works as one of the community council members now. That's it.
My mistake. But yeah. And he will also say that he is one of us.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so nice to actually have a local to come around and guide us. I mean, can you imagine if we were just like fish out of water and all that? That'd be so embarrassing. She says as she's putting on her like high-heeled boots again.
I don't think your outfit will fit in.
Not at all. Not at all.
I like to imagine that Barbie didn't see me sign that, so all she heard was you saying not at all.
Probably.
As you
She's
drive
also too busy pampering Duchess.
As you drive through the city, you will pass by many quaint, small and large suburban houses, equally complemented by varying greenery, until eventually you will arrive at a much more populous looking area. You can assume that this will be downtown.
As we're passing, I'm going to sign. Oh my god, Shay, what is your character?
It's Stella.
Stella, thank you. I'm going to sign to Stella. Oh my god, we're bringing Malibu Barbie home.
Stella's just gonna laugh. A little.
As you arrive in Town Square, you will pass by several buildings of note, including a humble but very eye-catching bakery called Turner's Bakery, a post office, a police station, the local hospital, and what appears to be a community center.
A hospital?
Say what?
We have a hospital of 2,000 people? I thought we'd have like a clinic and a vet.
It quote unquote Hospital.
Okay, it says hospital, but it's like 2 dudes and 1 nurse.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, good.
I can't get over the fact of how you sounded when you figured out there was a hospital.
Like, there's not enough. A hospital has 2,000 employees. Are we the hospital?
Plot twist.
Okay, it calls itself a hospital, but it's more of a clinic, but it's trying to sound more fancy and
Prestigious.
respectable, yeah, prestigious than it is.
It's a med point
I dig
at
it.
best.
I dig it. It's all right. We got it. It's a combination of Walgreens with a nurse in the back, and that's our hospital.
Love it.
I had a week to throw this fucking thing together. Excuse me for not being a fucking urban planning engineer.
Play City Skylines, noob.
It's okay. Frank is in the back alley with his medical van. It's cool.
I'm just taking notes of like stuff in the town, so that's why I was like, a hospital? It's all good. Keep going.
Yep.
I stabbed myself in the ball on accident.
Now then, as you are driving by,
I tell Agatha that I'm hungry and I would like some food once I see the bakery. I'm fully well aware that there is a kitchen in this thing. I'm just letting her know.
excuse me. Agatha will ask if you want her to prepare you something, or if you'd rather stop for something.
Point to the fucking bakery.
All right. So you will pull the RV up alongside the bakery and start to make your way out. As you do, you will see
Sweet bakery, look at that.
you will see a figure approaching the bakery, making his way towards the front door.
Is it my drug dealer buddy? Like Tim.
Oh my god.
Oh no. You have never seen this person before in your life. He is a tall, rather buff, stocky fellow with very broad shoulders. And, basically, if there were a single word to describe this man, you might say, if you were being kind, chiseled. If you were being honest, polygonal.
That means he dates multiple people.
Malachi, look at this guy. You should put him in your book.
Malachi is going to look at her and then sign, and you should put him in your little black book.
Oh, ew. No, look at that. Way too pale. And just, it's too much bustle.
Fair.
Stella's just gonna look at Barbie and be like, what? He's not your type?
Well, I mean, you know how there are some gamer guys who will talk about, like, you know, like Laura Croft, like in the 90s. I don't know what the guy equivalent to that is, but it's like that.
Johnny Bravo from Cartoon Network.
Literally, he's going to sign Nathan Drake.
So, in any case, those of you watching this man approach the bakery, I want you to make me a...
Uncharted. Oh, is it Drake?
Yeah,
Oh.
Uncharted is Nathan Drake. Perception plus...
Perception does not exist in this game.
Damn it! Why would they get rid of that?
Awareness, is it?
Yeah, but I
think
need
it's-
something else. Alright, wits plus awareness then.
I'll take that.
Why would they get rid of perception as a skill? It's like one of the most basic universal skills in all of RPGs.
Imagine being like the bread and butter skill in 95% of role-playing games. They're like, fuck that, it's too good for us.
What's the difficulty?
Oh,
D6, never mind.
difficulty is going to be 3, so you need 3 or more rolls of 6 or better.
The difficulty 6 then.
No, the difficulty is always 6, but difficulty determines how many successes you need in this
when I
edition.
meant difficulty, I didn't mean how many successes. I meant what am I typing in?
Oh, okay, yeah, it's always going to be
Yeah,
6.
6 F1.
I mean, I figure in rare circumstances, if it's not a 6, he's gonna tell us directly.
I got 1 success.
Better than me. Slash roll.
Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. I believe we can also include the danger pool if we want. So, I'll have to look up the actual rules on it again, but basically it's sort of like this floating dice pool that hunters can use to bolster their rolls and get better success, but if they like fail on them, it'll up the danger and tension, and that'll help drive the plot.
Shit,
There you go,
that's
buddy.
Stella. Literally, that's like almost the best that Stella can do.
You would not believe me if I said the first roll was by accident.
So, I think we were at danger 3 last time, if I recall correctly, but it's been way too long for me to actually remember the
Honestly,
number.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So, if you
Listen,
want, you can
I
roll
just
3 more
remembered
die.
that I almost died and Barbie saved me, I think.
So if you want, you can roll 3 more die to try and get more successes.
Mm.
Wait, me?
Anyone, everyone.
So we
All
all
at
roll 3
once?
die?
Yes, everyone can roll 3 more d10 to add in addition to their current dice pool.
What do you get out of it?
Like,
If-
Shay just needs to roll 1 more d10, so.
Yeah,
in
you.
order to succeed.
roll-
as, long,
roll
as long as
3.
one of us does.
I need 2.
Oh, I
so-
just need to roll 1 more d10.
You need to
no,
succeed
you roll
on
3.
1 more d10.
You can roll 3, only one of them needs to really succeed.
And if these dice
Okay.
fail, and if one of those dice fails, the danger level can go up.
Okay,
I'm-
give me a second. I have to type.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Like, you can.
It's all good.
There is a part of Barbie that is kind of like, oh, you know, on second look, yeah, he is kind of hot.
Oh my god.
Barbie.
You were the one who suggested I put him in my little black book.
It was a joke.
Was it though?
Shut up. I can't hear you. And he'll turn away.
Yay! Stella got it.
All right. And the danger remains static, because none of those are a 1.
Hey.
I'm so glad I got that right.
All right. So, as he approaches the door, you will see another figure on the other side of the door look out from the window and seem to recognize him before moving his hand forward beneath the view of the window and presumably unlocking the door, allowing him inside before closing it once again.
Interesting.
You will also be able to tell something interesting about this as you are able to read the hours on the bakery sign. It is open from we're gonna say 8 o'clock on 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening. It is 7 o'clock in the evening. It is currently 7:30.
That's not fair. He's getting free fucking food.
Well, I mean, we can always use the excuse that we're out of town, so I suggest we poke.
I don't think that's how it works.
You're the kind of people that customer service people.
Well, yeah, it gets results.
Some would say.
The look of like, it doesn't though.
Is it suspicious enough that we are going to go and investigate?
What you're wearing?
Wait, so the bakery's closed? Agatha says, just now sort of like coming back.
Apparently not? I don't know.
I can go check if people...
Well, I was gonna say, like, there's no better way to check than somebody who obviously looks like they don't belong and doesn't read signs, so...
Go on, Barbie. It's your duty.
Just...
Alright.
So Barbie will roll up with still with her shades and her giant wide brim hat with Duchess on a leash and stride up to the bakery.
Aria!
Hello.
You are driving along, making your way towards the meeting point.
I can't drive. Oh, shit.
Oh. Wait, are you saying you can't drive because you have Drive Zero, or because your character just like...
I have Drive Zero. Does that mean I can drive but nothing stressful?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm driving. It's okay. I'm on my way.
Yeah, because I just like... I thought you said that your character like had a car earlier, so...
Oh, no, I do have a car. It's just... I can't necessarily drive, so I
Alright.
didn't know if I like had a chauffeur.
Yeah, no, you can drive, but you can't like Fast and Furious drive. That's what like the drive skill is.
I can do it one time before I wreck my car. Got it.
Alright, so you have resources 3, yeah?
Oh yeah, no, I'm one of the well-off people in the area.
Alright, yeah, so you have a pretty...
I actually literally just linked to you something in Discord for the DMs as well after this, but go ahead.
Cool, I was just gonna say then, yeah, so you probably have like a pretty decent ride as well then. So...
Yeah, let's go, a Mercedes G-Wagon. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know what that is, so I'm going with this.
Damn it. Don't give me one of them Hot Wheels, motherfucker. Yeah, sure, that's classic.
It's a cop car, you wouldn't be driving that.
You can buy those at auction.
You could just buy them.
Okay, Dan Aykroyd. In any case, you are rounding the corner of Town Square when suddenly, through the rearview mirror, as you approach a stop sign, you see a very large and out of place RV parked on the side of the street by the bakery, and stepping out is none other than a perky blonde woman and her massive Tibetan Mastiff on a leash.
She is also wearing like those like kind of sunglasses that they're not dark lenses, but they're kind of see-through. And she has like this super wide brim black hat.
It seems like she's trying to go to the bakery, but she probably doesn't realize that they closed like half an hour ago.
She doesn't look like the type of person who lives in cities where stuff closes.
Oops.
You ain't wrong.
Like this, they have curfew in this bitch. You go to places where it's like, yeah, 24/7, whatever you need. She's like downtown Coast Chicago district. Like,
Yep.
Money.
All right. So you can either continue to the designated area, or just say screw it and pull up and meet them here.
There's a non-zero chance that there is more than one RV with a Tibetan Mastiff in the United States, and there's also a non-zero chance, therefore, that they could both be in Cherry Grove, Wisconsin at the same time. So, Arya's gonna pull up on the side of the road and park to where he is, let's say, 100 feet away, per se. But he's in line of sight to be able to look at the RV and see just some activity from where he is at the moment.
All right. So, with that, you will be able to pull up and observe the activities going down as they unfold around you. If you roll down your windows and listen well, you might even be able to hear some things.
It's July 27th. It's a nice, cool night. I can roll down the windows, have the music going real low, and just relax, listen. Pull out a cigarette and just have the windows down, smoking a cigarette outside the car.
All right.
My
So,
character is addicted to tobacco, so I need to have one of them, like right now.
so Barbie, back over to you. You going up to the door?
Barbie will march up with Duchess and just give like a polite tap on the window.
Duchess will sort of like let out an audible as she sniffs the door.
Easy girl.
You tap on the window, but there is no response.
Barbie is gonna look back to the RV where Stella and Malachi are and like point to Duchess, make like a, you know, because Barbie doesn't officially know sign language, but I imagine she tries to like do some kind of hand signals to like let them know stuff. So basically letting them know through hand signals that Duchess senses bad. So this shit's shady.
You know, one day I'm really gonna have to her. Then we can't have secret conversations.
All right. Inside the
Changed my
lights.
mind.
Sorry?
Yeah, it's an SUV, just so you know. It's an SUV, so it has room for multiple people.
All right, cool.
If you want to change the icon in the future, it doesn't have to be right now.
In the meantime, as you look inside, you will see that the lights are still on, but the bakery area does not appear to have anyone present in it at the moment.
Barbie is going to be an annoying little Karen and knock louder and be like, hello? Excuse
God.
me?
And I know you type of people, and I can't fucking stand it.
I feel like Stella and Malachi is looking through the RV windows, and Stella's just like, this is not gonna go well.
Mm-mm.
All right. Barbie,
Yes.
wits awareness roll, difficulty 2. And the desperation pool, I'm actually going to say, is currently at 2. So that would give you 2 additional dice in addition to your pool.
Oh no. This is not gonna be a good night for me.
Oh no.
Well, that's 2 successes.
No.
Ones don't
Oh, right,
detract.
ones don't detract. Oh, that changes everything.
Oh, hallelujah.
Yep.
I was about to say, do you also want Duchess to make one too?
No, because Duchess is not able to comprehend English as well as you are.
Fair enough.
Alright, also, in case anyone is watching sees me blatantly violate or ignore or miss several rules, please excuse me, I am learning this game as I kind of go right now. And I will try to do better as time goes on. But in the meantime...
It's okay, man, it's a learning experience.
Yep. Now then. As you, want to still do stuff, but right now it's not important. As you listen at the door, waiting for a response, you will hear several voices even through the glass. You can't make out everything they are saying, but you hear one sort of, deep, gruff male voice just sort of, bark out, and then you will hear a footstep, and then you will hear footsteps making their way towards the door, and you will see...
Do I hear more than one voice, or just the one?
You hear multiple voices, but you're only able to audibly hear the shouting of "get rid of them."
Barbie is going to, wiggle her fingers between 2 and 3. Roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the van, out of sight of the thing, but towards the van, kind of
As you finish that, you will see this young woman approach the door and sort of look at you, smiling sympathetically but shaking her head, saying, "We're closed. Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow."
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm from out of town and I'm a little lost here. As you can see, I don't belong. I was wondering if you could give me some directions.
But where are you trying to go?
Well, like I said, we're just, we're just kind of new here, and we're really just kind of looking for some lodgings or anything. Do you have a phone I can use in here? Mine's dead, and I was wondering if we could, call a motel or something.
That is gonna be manipulation plus subterfuge.
I can do that.
Difficulty 3.
This is where her social skills come into play.
All right. Before I answer that, Aria, you recognize the woman at the door as Leah Turner, wife of Jack Turner and co-owner of Turner's Bakery. And you normally know her to be a very sweet, nice, and agreeable young woman, and if someone was wandering around, she would, and just came to the door asking for just a last minute sort of baked purchase, you know that she and Jack would, more often than not, be yeah, okay, here you go, better to have you have these than have them go to waste.
I'm gonna ask you a question real fast.
Uh-huh.
Do I know if the Turners have 2 children?
They are currently childless.
Is that after the recent incident? Never mind.
No, they have not been afflicted by any of the incidents.
No, my character was the high school principal of this town for 15 years, so he knows all of the children that are disappearing, almost certainly on a face-to-face first-name basis. So that's why it's particularly affecting to him.
I see.
That's why I was just they're very distinct and different right now. Do they maybe have 2 children who disappeared and maybe they're different right now and they're skinwalkers? I'm reading too much into it.
No, that would not be the case here, but...
Also, I imagine he's been kind of sort of seeing Barbie give, hand signals towards the RV.
I mean, he's probably not fully aware of what that means per se, but he is seeing the RV. He's seeing a person with a Tibetan Mastiff who's relatively large, and okay, you know what? It's a nice cold winter's day outside. He is going to roll up his windows. He is
Summer's
going to,
day.
My cat's destroying my couch, this motherfucker.
Oh no!
Get out of there!
You son of a bitch! It's leather!
Oh, here's a question. How is Duchess reacting to this woman?
Head tilt.
Okay, so growling at the stuff inside, but not at her. That's an important distinction.
Correct.
Okay.
Alright, but yeah, so, so this isn't, they aren't normally this standoffish or, wary of people, even to strangers, but at the same time, with the recent incidents, it makes sense that they might be a little different, as you mentioned. So, either way. That said, Barbie, with your, 5 successes, you are going to see, Leah sort of think it over in her head for a second before heaving a sigh and giving into her better nature and opening the door saying, "Alright, yeah, you can," and she'll step outside saying, "Here, you can use my phone. It should still have signal."
Okay, also, and she's gonna kind of look, like, a little embarrassed, like, this is gonna be kind of embarrassing.
Dutch is gonna go over, just start, like, sniffing her eagerly, and just like...
This is gonna be a bit embarrassing. As the dog just comes up.
Duchess is just, like, really, really friendly.
Oh, she's a big girl. Oh, did you smell the cupcake? Did you smell the muffins? Yeah, you smell. I've been working. Yeah, you smell it. Yeah, I know. I smell great.
Oh, she's so absolutely great. She's also using this opportunity to, like, kind of switch out the phone and text the others, saying, like, yeah, there's something going on. I heard someone's saying to get rid of me. Somebody's definitely inside. Something's going on.
Yeah, as mentioned, Arya's gonna roll up his windows, get out of his car, close it, lock it. He bought himself a new car. He retired last year. He bought himself a new car. It's very fancy, so it has that remote lock too. Oh, he's a farm boy, but he's living good now. He was a farm boy. He used to have like a car from the 50s. Now he's good.
And yeah, I will also say then, you knew Jack and Leah. No, not Jack. Jackson.
Leah and Jack. Yeah. Oh, Jackson. Okay.
Jack for short, but yeah. Leah and Jackson, you knew them back when they were high school sweethearts, and you watched them graduate together. You were at their wedding. So they know you. And, so you're getting out of your car. Are you approaching?
Yeah, he's going to, after making sure the car is locked and his cigarette is still lit, walk across the street and just kind of brush his suit down as he gets across to make sure it's not creased. Wants to look good.
As you start asking and beginning your query, and Duchess interrupts, suddenly Leah will turn and notice the suited gentleman approaching you, and her face will light up. "Oh, you know what? Actually, you're in luck. Arya, over here. We got some newcomers from out of town who are lost."
Leah, a pleasure to see you this evening. Shouldn't you be inside? You just closed.
Yeah, well, what was your name again?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Barbara. You can just call me Barbie. Everyone does.
Oh, she like the doll!
I know, right? It's so cute.
Anyway, Barbie was knocking at the door and asking for directions, and I was just about to help her out, but I think you could probably help her a lot better than I could. You always did know best.
I have a question. In the text that Connor gave us, did he give us a description of Arya?
Or a picture, which would be readily available since he's a public figure in the town. Like, you could literally just Google his name and...
Oh, then yeah, he would have provided a picture if one
like,
was available.
You could have technology 0 and get a picture of him. It also kind of sucks being a hunter when somebody can do that, but you know.
Also, oh my god, Himbo, thank you so much for the sub gifts.
Mary Chrysler.
Happy crisis.
Barbie is gonna turn and like, look, Duchess, we got a new friend.
Duchess is gonna turn around and see Arya approaching, and then she's gonna get into sort of like that pipe pound stance, and her tail's just gonna start wagging, her butt's gonna start shaking, and she's gonna let out a loud.
Nope.
No.
He's gonna squat down a little bit, and he's gonna put his arms out.
All right.
All right.
And just gonna catch and lift.
So Duchess is gonna charge. Arya,
I hope
give
Stella
me.
and Malachi are just watching this scrawny guy just lift up everything of Duchess's folklore. Like, what the fuck?
Arya, give me a strength plus athletics roll, please.
Okay, and that is difficulty 6, so I do my roll of whatever d10, 6f1.
Yep,
Okay.
and the difficulties.
F1 because one's
No,
not
there is-
distract.
No, there isn't going to be an F1 here, but if you get like but ones still matter. They just don't detract from successes.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, that's a critical success, but there's also 2 1s in there. Because you got 2 10s.
2 1s and a 9, so,
Yep,
alright.
so that's going to be
interesting
for
first
5
roll.
successes. So, right now I'm going to go by, what I know from, like, Werewolf 5th edition, so it's probably some kind of brutal outcome or something like that.
Did you fucking throw my dog?
No, but he
No.
might have thrown out his back a little.
Probably successfully picked up your dog, but I am careening backwards right now.
So yeah, you easily managed to catch the dog and lift it up like it was nothing. Duchess weighs about as much as like a hefty bushel of hay that most people couldn't hope to lift, but you got the strength to. Though, as you do when you're holding her up, you feel your muscles just suddenly cramp and go stiff. And now you're just holding Duchess in air jail.
Stella's just gonna, like, continue to watch through the window and be like, well, dang, this man is strong.
Yeah, he literally
And-
just signed strong man.
Well, she's beautiful, but that's not very fair. All 3 of you are beautiful, as you know.
Duchess, come here.
Duchess tries and flails her limbs, but she's in air jail right now, so she can't move.
Duchess and Arya's heads both turn and look at you at the same time as they're hugging.
I'm impressed. I mean, no one's ever been able to lift Duchess.
As you get a closer look at the strange suited man, he's not as scrawny as he first initially appears, and you can see like his suit kind of tensing as his muscles flex and hold Duchess beneath him. He's a bulky man for an old guy.
He's she's beautiful, but I'm just an old farm boy. I'm used to dealing with really wonderful, fun animals like this. Come on, Duchess. Let's go. And he's gonna try and like let her to the ground.
All right, you'll be able to slowly, if somewhat painfully and awkwardly, lower Duchess to the ground, and she is able to shake herself free.
Barbie is going to come up to him and give him a handshake, but it's like, you know, that kind of Hollywood, like, you know, like it's a handshake, but also like brings you in for like, you know, double kiss on the cheeks.
Also, hi Murky, glad to see you in the stream. Appreciate the support. And yeah, and Duchess will
kissing people on both, like doing the air kiss on both cheeks is super Jewish. Absolutely, he'll immediately do the same thing.
As she's doing this, she's going to whisper, "There's guys inside who want us to go away."
That will. I assume that she's going to do that on the first one, and then on the as he goes to do like the air kiss on the other cheek, he's going to go. Do you want them to go away?
I don't know. I mean, like, we just got here, so like we're just trying to get our bearings and all. I mean, you seem to know this town better than anyone here. No offense, but you did, you know, offer him.
No, 100%.
Let's see. Well, where were you? Where were you going to a hotel tonight? Were you passing through?
Well, I mean, like, we just got here. We don't know where we're at. It's just... like, we're just kind of clueless, you know? Like, we don't know what's happening.
Well, I'm sure as far as things go, I'm certain that I can help you out here. Leah, is there anything that we could help you with, or do you want to close up for the night and head home?
Oh, I mean, honestly, I think I would just like to close up shop and head out. I'm really sorry. I mean, if you want, I could maybe get you guys some leftovers we have. We got we've still got some muffins warm in the tray.
I bet Duchess just perks right up at that.
Yep.
Oh no, you just said the magic word.
I don't... I know it's late and I know you've closed and I really don't want to be rude, but... you know it's probably a 6 or 7 minute drive from here to my house, but is there any chance I could use your restroom?
Aria, make me a... Just a sec. We're gonna call that charisma plus subterfuge.
Is there a way that I can utilize teamwork?
There might be.
Well, like, here's the thing. What is your charisma? What is your charisma thing?
My charisma is a 3, and I would like to argue persuasion instead of subterfuge.
I'd be willing to entertain that.
Because my persuasion's a 1 and my subterfuge is nothing, so that...
Because Barbie's charisma is 4 and has a persuasion of 4.
I think she's good at this.
So, Barbie would like to use some teamwork and effectively work together. And we would roll the largest pool among the participants, adding 1 additional 5 for each character assisting who has at least 1 dot in the skill involved.
All right. Then yeah, Barbie, if you say something like, "Oh yeah, could I use your bathroom too?" Now that I mention it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I was just about to ask you, you know, before he came along, but like, it's a full moon, if you know what I mean, and I just ran out of supplies. Do you have anything that can you help a girl out?
All right.
Oh yeah, I always make sure to keep some in my car if you need. It's just right.
Elbows him.
Yeah, no, Arya used to be a school
Yeah, I know.
counselor. Like, he would have kids come up
Can
and,
I
like,
read
confess that to him. So
lips, or am I too far away?
he literally keeps that stuff on him in his car.
Beep 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 beep. Shiloh first.
Can I read lips, or am I too far away?
I'm gonna say you can read this.
I think we're pretty
Okay.
close, right?
Yeah.
We're only, like, maybe
way-
5 to 10
Yeah.
feet.
And the way that Barbie is shielding her mouth, it's kind of more towards Arya, but not towards you guys. And then, like, as soon as he mentions that, you just see Barbie just kind of turn and go, like, just that audacious look. Because she just knows what you look like. She knows you're an ally. She doesn't know why you have tampons or lady products with you, and there's a part of her that's like getting some culture shock, and it's like,
I'm going to sign to
fair.
Stella. We need to help. We need to help. We need to help.
All right. Stella's gonna sort of like facepalm and be like, "Okay, what do we need to do?"
Stella. That's
Oh,
Shane's
Stella.
character.
Sorry, my bad.
We were
My bad.
spying.
Agatha, my bad.
You're
All right,
good.
so Stella. You
Stella
see-
is just gonna continue to watch as Barbie just, continues to try.
She's just chomping on fucking popcorn, watching this.
And she's just gonna be like, do I have to go out there?
He's going to say he has things, female things in his car. Our plan is falling through.
Okay, so maybe if you could phrase it in a way that doesn't. You're right now.
I can sign out like as if I'm spelling tampons if you want, if that makes you feel better. But you don't know what the fuck's going on in the RV.
I don't know the sign language for that, but I imagine it's funny.
You know what? I kind of want to Google it. They have a sign for everything.
In any case, Arya, make me that roll I mentioned with Barbie's teamwork buff, however that works again.
Is that a +1 or a +2?
So actually, what happens with teamwork is that you use the greatest pool with an additional dice for each character assisting who has at least one dot the skills. So,
Oh my god, there is
So
one.
your pool is the greater pool. I use your pool.
so that's D8 plus 1, or
8
that's a
D10.
8 D10 plus 1 more. That's 9.
So 9
So
D10.
teamwork means that you can just be yourself, but even cooler. I love this. I'm gonna roll it and not ask any questions. I need to pee.
All right.
What a statement.
I have rolled 5 or possibly 6 successes, and that is how many seconds I have until I must use the bathroom.
She's hesitant to let Barbie inside, but she's even more hesitant to refuse you, Arya. So she cracks and says, "All right, but be quick and be quiet. We're entertaining company, and I don't want to startle them with strangers like you."
I'm sorry, is the building dark behind us or lit?
The building is lit.
Oh, can we see people inside?
Not in the immediate area. No, you just see the bakery business area, not like the back rooms.
Okay, you've made everything more concerning.
Would you prefer that Duchess stays outside then? She's a really good girl and she can stay.
Yes, please, actually.
Okay. And she's gonna have Duchess be like right at the door, like so that way it can't close, and just be like, "Duchess, stay." But yeah, she does have commands for if she does need Duchess, but she will start heading into the bathroom.
All right.
And and while
before-
she's there, she is going to text Malachi and be like, so the creepy guy's actually on our side. I don't know why he has tampons, but he is actually helping us.
He keeps them in his car. Is honestly the only thing you get back.
Again, does not make me seem better. Like, he keeps them in his car next to the bodies.
It's his way of showing that he's reading everything that's going on there.
Yep. Also, is there a way to kind of like get an idea of what might be happening? Like, are the voices still going on, or like, can she listen through vents?
If I can imagine, like, this store, when we walk in, it probably has like a little bell or a little chime when the door opens, so anybody who's in there or in the back knows that someone has walked in. So they're aware that people have come in. I mean, like, that would just make sense to me. Even if there's people who are like hidden in the back, there's probably still like a little noise.
I can tell you, as I work in a bakery, that bell, you can literally hear it throughout the
Yep.
whole fucking thing unless you turn it off.
I would be
All right.
surprised if they did not have one.
All right.
You could also turn it off.
So yeah, you will make your way inside, and the bell will in fact go off, and you can't immediately hear any sort of a conversation as you make your way inside.
Ari's gonna go to the bathroom. He doesn't need to go to the
Yep.
bathroom, but he said he was gonna, so he doesn't want to lie.
Ooh,
Yep.
He can
is
go
there,
wash his hands.
is there just one bathroom, or is there like a men's and a women's?
There's a
That's
men and
great
women's.
question I was gonna say that's a great question before I walk in on Barbie, who already said she was in the bathroom, which would be even worse. This is a rough start for my character. Oh god.
You already noticed the creepy guy.
Wow. Thanks.
I didn't say it, Barbie did.
Then yes, I'm going to use the appropriate restroom.
All right. So, you make your way into the bakery's restroom, and you use it, whether real or not, and you are able to get your
He'll
messages
run
out
the
there.
sink for a minute or two while he's there, basically,
Mhm.
and stay close enough to the door that he's trying to listen for conversation.
All right.
Meanwhile, Barbie is texting like, by the way, lady confirmed there are actually people here. Don't know how many, but I'm pretty sure there's at least 2 others. Don't know how many, but that's what I was able to get.
Malachi shows Stella and Agatha the text.
All right. Those of you trying to listen for conversation inside the bakery, I am going to need a wits plus awareness roll at difficulty. I'll make it difficulty 3.
And we still have access to that pool, right?
Correct.
Well, I know it's not gonna be me since I'm not in the building.
I
Yep.
tried.
What does that pool mean?
So there's a pool of dice called the Desperation Pool, and basically it gives you more access to more dice, and it can range from 1 through 5 depending on how desperate the situation is for you, and you can use those dice for pretty much any roll at any time to bolster yourself. However, rolling those dice and getting like failures and like ones and whatever can increase the danger pool, which will tip off your adversaries or otherwise make the rest of the chronicle going forward that much, rest of the story going forward that much more dangerous. And these can both rise and fall and fluctuate with the
so-
situation.
So it goes with the chronicle, it doesn't reset at the end of the session.
I don't know all the rules exactly off the top of my head, but something like that. Or at the very least, it's for the story.
How many danger dice do we have?
Right now, the desperation pool is at 2.
I'm going to use it because it's my first chance to use this mechanic, if that's okay with the rest of you.
So
That's fine.
something that is written with the desperation dice, because there is a handout for it. A hunter with the drive can elect to use desperation dice whenever they attempt a test that falls within their creed field.
Oh, that's right.
Barbie's creed is underground, which I believe has to do with like subterfuge. So that's why it would fall within her purview. Player adds a number of desperation dice equal to the cell's current desperation to their skill pool, counting successes and criticals as if they were regular dice. In addition, rolling a 1 on at least 1 desperation die triggers overreach or despair. If the test is a win, the player can choose to either overreach, keeping the win, or treat the test as a failure, entering despair. 1 or more 1 on a failed test always causes despair. So you can use it, but there's a cost if you fail.
It sounds like it's a different pool, though, so I would roll 4d10, and then I would roll 2d10 and add them together separately, because if I get no failures on the extra 2 that are the danger dice,
Correct.
I'm okay. Can I do that then? Do the 4d10 and the 2d10 and add together?
I believe so, yes, because that's, I believe, how it works in Werewolf as well.
That sounds correct to me, but we can, again, this is rule stuff, we can interpret this after the session. So I'm going to do a 4d10, and I'm going to do a 2d10 roll, and I'm going to add them together.
All right.
bollocks.
Oh lord.
Oh no.
So that means you will be entering despair.
All right. Should not have rolled it, but here we are.
It's okay.
And
At
I need
least
to
you
remember how
tried.
despair works.
There's
All right,
no
the
doubt
test
for that, too.
fails no matter the amount of successes rolls, and the hunters enter a state of despair in which they are unable to call upon their drive to use desperation until they've redeemed themselves in their own eyes. Each drive has a different condition for redemption, and the condition doesn't have to be met by any specific individual in the cell. It can be treated as a group effort. Okay, you know what? I'm also going to say, though, that in this case, that's not going to apply here because it would be kind of dumb and weird for you to suddenly just be like, oh, and just like in this horrible, like, depressive state because you failed to listen at a
Okay.
fucking door.
We're learning, so that's totally okay. That just gives me an understanding of the mechanics, so I appreciate it. Let's continue with me getting one success because I'm running the water and I can't hear people good.
Yeah.
We can debrief during a break.
Yep.
Yeah, we good.
Which will be coming up relatively soon, but for now, let's finish up this scene. So, you are able to hear voices on the other side of the door through the bathroom, but you aren't able to make out quite what they're saying. One sounds masculine, one sounds feminine. And
So we can get an idea that there's at least 2 people there.
yep. I'm also just gonna zoom in to sort of give us the illusion of a different or more focused scene despite not changing the background. And if and when you open the door, you will see Leah standing across from this gentleman, who is not this fucking enormous. And sort of, having a bit of a back and forth as they're just sort of like quietly sort of desperately rambling to each other.
Barbie is absolutely live texting this to the group.
Aria walks out of the restroom on purpose with his hands still covered with soap and water, and he's gonna look over. Do I recognize the other person as Jackson?
You do.
Okay. He's gonna look up towards the pair of them and go, "Oh, I'm very sorry. There's no paper towels in there. I'm just gonna head into the back and get some paper towels, okay?" And he's gonna look.
No. It's fine. I'll get them for you. I swear I thought we had paper towels. Look, I'm sorry. Okay.
Jackson, you've had a long day. You have a long day every day. It's okay. I'll go into the back and I'll get them myself.
No, I must insist. I'll take care of it. It's.
Barbie has 911 ready to send to the group in case, because this is about to go tits up if we're not.
Arya's gonna stand there and he's gonna pause with his hands still up, and if Jackson's gonna go and get paper towels, he's gonna let him do so.
He does so.
Okay, I assume he's gonna hand them over to me.
Yep. Here you are.
Arya's gonna lean in and go, "Do you need to leave? You two."
Charisma plus persuasion. Difficulty will be 2.
Ah, yes, the old persuasion riz.
Hey!
Well, look at that!
I didn't even ask about getting any bonuses because I knew them when they were children and went to their wedding. Shit.
This is
As you,
child's play to you.
As you say this, you're gonna see his eyes go sort of like wide, and he'll take a sigh and look over to Leah and say, Leah, just go to the back and, okay. And then she is going to start heading back, and he's going to look to you and say, look, I'm really sorry. I know how this must look, but it's not like that, okay? We have a new business investor in, and we had an appointment schedule, and we're just trying to make sure that this goes smoothly, all right? And we're just trying to keep disturbances at a minimum. This could be good for us.
I have a question, because I imagine Barbie is kind of like listening to this conversation from the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
With kind of like the door open, like just kind of peering out. Like, can Barbie glean if he's telling the truth or if he's still trying to hide something?
That is going to be wits plus insight.
One success. They're just rolling low tonight.
It sounds believable, if convenient.
I trust you. I don't want you or Leah to have anything bad happen to you. And like I've said before, if you ever need somebody to invest or somebody to help you out, I'm a phone call away, and I'll be there for you at the drop of a hat.
Thanks, Teach.
And he's gonna lean in a bit and say, things are difficult in Cherry Grove right now, and I want you to be careful.
Yeah, you too, Teach. Alright. And then as he starts escorting you to the door, he will also hand you one of your favorite baked goods from the store on your way out.
Arya doesn't want to pry. He does trust them enough that if there was something untoward happening, they'd probably say something, so he's not going to push his luck and he will exit the building. But he's going to stand outside the door and he's going to light up a cigarette real quick. He's going to stay close enough that it would be legally questionable, let's call it.
He'll probably notice that Duchess has not taken their eyes off of where Barbie has gone.
I also noticed that Barbie hasn't left yet. Specifically, that's why I'm staying by the door. You're 100% right.
Yep, like Duchess
Specifically, I'm noticing.
Right, but Duchess is like stone still, like does not move, does not even acknowledge your presence.
Does Duchess let me out of the door, or do I have to stay inside?
Duchess will let you out.
That would be rude. Okay, cool. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna stand just outside and listen.
While that's happening, you said that she went to the back, right?
Yeah, Leo went into the back. Jackson is now in the front waiting for you.
Is that anywhere, is the back anywhere near where the bathrooms were?
Not really, no.
Damn.
The back is behind the counter.
There's no way that she would have been able to, like, catch a glimpse of what might have been in the back.
No.
Wouldn't it? Okay. Barbie will send, one more text to them saying, I'm coming out, I'm bringing the new guy. Maybe he can help.
You okay in there?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I'm not used to these brands, so I'm just trying to figure out. I'm used to the applicator, so, like...
The what? When did they make an app for a bathroom?
honey, your wife knows more about this than you do. Trust me.
All right,
I'm almost done. Just give me a minute. Let me wash my hands. And Barbie will actually wash her hands.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to like, kind of like psych herself up and be like, okay, this is not gonna go like just kind of like not like out loud, but like quietly and like, this isn't gonna go like last time. We're not gonna mess up. We just do everything together, and we'll be okay. We'll be okay. And then she's going to put on her best smile, and she's going to walk on out.
Right.
Thank you so much for your hospitality. Really, I mean it. This town is super cute. Do you mind if I come here?
No
Do you
problem.
mind if I come here during like regular business hours? At like, I would.
Oh
just
yeah, please.
love-
You're more than welcome to come here during business hours. We appreciate any business that we can get.
Oh my
Just,
god! Do
you know.
you have any socials that I can use to put on blast and just like, you know, share this place with everybody? Because like, oh my god.
yeah. I mean, we got Twitter.
It's a town
We
of
got
2,000 people. They don't have any of those. It's
They
2,000
might.
people here. They don't
They-
have
they-
the internet.
They have internet and they have like socials. They're just not like gonna be fucking blowing up necessarily, but they'll. Yeah,
All right, never mind.
He'll give you their Twitter and their Facebook and their Instagram. That's all they got.
Oh my god! Thank you so much. A lot of these look just so cute. Oh, do you have any of those like muffins that Leah said that she was gonna get? Because Duchess started drooling as soon as she mentioned them. Would it be
Sure.
okay to give just like a sample? They are pet friendly, right?
We got some pet friendly stuff, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet and accommodating. Oh my god, I
Can
love
I
this
message
cute little town.
Barbie?
Go for it.
I seen that she walked out, right?
She just walked out of the bathroom, but you can see her in the window.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. First he's gonna say, "What are you two talking about?"
He's going to hand you a muffin and show you to the door. Listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but we really need to lock up, and we've got a really important financial meeting to discuss. So I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Ask if they have breakfast sandwiches. Is the second message that
Hold
comes
on.
through.
Is that Malachi?
Yeah,
What?
and yeah, you'll see Malachi in the window of the RV.
Texting away.
Is he? Did Arya say that out loud?
Just like under his breath a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Like if you do an awareness check, and you get like one success.
No, you are way too inside the fucking bakery to hear that.
Got
Okay,
it.
yeah, because I'm outside.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh, actually, do you have like breakfast sandwiches?
Not at the moment, sorry.
Oh, but what do you mean like not at the moment? Like you have
It's
them
it's
obviously
evening.
during,
We're not serving
you have them-
breakfast.
but you have them during breakfast hours.
Yes, we have them during breakfast
Gotcha.
hours.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll see you probably tomorrow to try some of those breakfast sandwiches.
All right, well, see you tomorrow, I guess.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Have a
And-
good one.
Barbie is going to like slip her arm under Arya's and be like, okay, so you were gonna show me around this town. It's like, Duchess, come.
Arya will just go ahead with it and walk back towards the RV somewhat, and let the two of them, let Lee and Jackson, close the door. Not comfortable about what's happening right now, but don't have a real solid reason to get involved personally.
They seem super nice.
Now, so this may be a slightly weird question, and so far this has been a very weird night, so I'm not sure it's going to be too out of the ordinary. Do you have a friend who's perhaps sent you here? Mr.
Oh, how about this? You know what? Let me take. And she's gonna say this is like a mocking face. It's like, let me take you back to my place and introduce you to my friends.
Oh my.
He's gonna point slowly at the RV.
Barbie's just gonna nod.
Okay.
Posse.
That okay. He'll nod and just point towards it.
I'm locking the RV real quick. There's a reason.
Barbie's gonna go up and will knock, like just kind of tap, like drum on the door with her nails.
Hear that? But I'm gonna text her and say, "Did you bring food?"
I have a muffin. That's all they would give me.
I
Works for
unlock the
me.
door. Yeah, it's like, all right, I'll unlock the door.
Arya's gonna lean in a bit closer to Barbie and go, "Is that a Tibetan Mastiff?"
She's a purebred. This is Duchess. Duchess, say hello and be nice this time. No tackling.
What?
Duchess, be a
Duchess.
lady.
Duchess is a perfect lady. Duchess is a queen.
Well, sometimes she can be a wowdy queen, can't she? Sometimes she needs to be a gentle queen.
I was told specifically by a mutual friend of yours and mine to be on the lookout for this Mastiff.
Yes. You should come in and meet my friends. And
He's saying this very, very lowly as well. So
Yep, she's going to like drum on the thing loudly and be like, "I have one muffin, guys. If you want to split,
I unlocked the damn door.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So Duchess is gonna come in and it's like, we have company.
Duchess is gonna come in. She opens the door with her opposable thumbs, just like morph, just gets in the fucking RV.
All right. I was only able to get one muffin. They said they don't have breakfast sandwiches now because, duh, it's evening. But they do have them in the morning.
He's gonna find
Exquisite.
what kind of muffin.
They seem like such sweethearts too. And as they come in, Barbie's gonna take off like her fur coat and just like.
And to answer your question, Shiloh, it is a strawberry muffin.
I will look at Stella and I will sign chair. Getting no response, I'm just going to take the muffin.
Guess this bitch gets a whole muffin. No.
Shay, are you with us?
What? Yeah.
Nope, you lost your chance at the muffin. Go fuck yourself. You out of here.
You were asking me. I thought you were asking Barbie.
No, you lost your chance at the muffin. It's gone.
Barbie
said
can't
stop.
speak sign language.
So why isn't nobody saying anything?
It's because I signed to you, share. I waited a minute and then you didn't respond. So I'm like, guess I got a muffin.
The rules of war are difficult, but they are strict. And this is just how it goes on the battlefield.
Alright.
Sometimes you just don't get that muffin.
So, as you space out for a moment, you see that Malachi is about to bogart that strawberry muffin.
What is going on?
Oh, is the internet cutting out for you?
Oh no.
I was laughing a little too hard, so I couldn't hear what was going on.
It's okay.
I said, as you come back down from spacing out, Stella, you will see that that Barbie and Duchess have returned, along with the bearded, muscular stranger, and Malachi is now holding a strawberry muffin, which he is about to bogart.
Stella just looks at the bearded man and just points to him and says, "Who's this?"
This is Arya. He's can, and this is the guy that Connor asked us to meet with.
And so,
Arya is going to use. He's going to use sign language, but when he uses it, it shows that he's not very well trained. It's kind of rudimentary. But he's going to look towards Malachi, and he's just going to sign, "Pleased to meet you."
Malachi's gonna like put a bit of muffin in his mouth and sign back. Likewise.
and so the cell
Sorry,
has
I'm
finally.
hungry.
And so the cell has finally united so that they can take on this mystery and this challenge together after stumbling upon a new mystery within town as well. One that neither of them seem to be quite able to immediately solve at the moment, yet has both equally concerned, although possibly for different reasons. And we will return to that after the break. In the meantime, what do we think of the game so far?
I'm excited.
I like the fact that me and Stella snoop together and just eavesdrop. Like,
So the reason that my character wears a trench coat that goes from shoulder until like mid-calf is because you can hide a sledgehammer in a trench coat. So he was very ready to go into the kitchen and just fucking beat a man. But
what are you trying to say, Chef?
I didn't know. Sorry, shake your head.
I was gonna say, like, Stella and Malachi just eavesdropping from the RV felt more like neighbors sitting out on their lawn, like trying to like snoop on like police business or firemen. Like, what's going on? Crazy.
Yep.
Wait, what?
We did yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Good. Well, glad it seems like that people are enjoying the game so far. I certainly am, and I'm looking forward to seeing what other mysteries and mischief we get into once we return. But for now, we're gonna take a brief break, and we'll return at let's shoot for an even 40, shall we?
40 sounds good.
All right.
Roger that.
See y'all back in 10 to 13. We'll be back with more Hunt of the Reckoning. Don't anybody go anywhere.
Hey, Sherregard.
Yes.
Never mind. I'll cook something.
What? Why?